Welcome and thank you for taking a few minutes to listen to this year's series of County Government Listening Up coaching sessions presented by the Association of County Commissions of Alabama and designed to provide a useful look at some of the most pressing legislative issues impacting Alabama's 67 county governments as we prepare for the 2021 legislative session. I'm Sonny Brasfield, Executive Director of the Association, and over the next few minutes, I'd like to focus our attention on the impact of and history behind a piece of priority legislation that is important for all county governments during the legislature's 2021 regular session. Today, we'll focus on legislation that addresses a very technical problem that counties face each year as they conduct hearings for those persons who have concerns about their property tax appraisals. And that's a mouthful, so let me explain the issue. Each county has a board of equalization that meets a couple of times a year to hear those appeals from persons or businesses who are unhappy with the appraisal that they received of the value of their property that is then used to determine how much property tax is owed by the owner of the building or property. And these hearings vary from the time of year as well as how frequently they occur based on the county. Some counties have very few hearings and some counties have many hearings during the course of the year. There is a process for appointing persons to serve on what is called the Board of Equalization, and that process involves recommendations from local governments and other groups. It involves the Alabama Department of Revenue, and finally the appointment is made by the governor. The problem that counties face on a very routine basis is that when persons realize the board that they've been appointed to and the difficult decisions they will have to make, they sometimes decide that they want to decline the appointment. And that almost always happens the day before the hearing, or sometimes even on the morning of the hearing, and those hearings have to be canceled. This legislation would allow, under those specific circumstances, for the county to appoint an interim person to serve so that the hearing could go forward as scheduled, and then the governor could make the appointment through the regular process at a future date. This would allow those persons who are seeking an appeal to be heard in a timely manner, would ensure that their rights are carried forward, they're given the opportunity to plead their case. What happens in many counties today is that people will see their hearings canceled very frequently. This is very frustrating for the taxpayer. It's very difficult on the local government officials who are trying to make this process work as well. In the 2020 session, this bill was introduced in the House by Representative Corley Ellis and in the Senate by Senator Malika Sanders Fortier. We anticipate this bill being given priority in the 2021 session. And so it is important that you make contacts with your legislators, and that if you have any questions, that you reach out to us here at the association. You can find our website at alabamacounties.org. You can also reach us on Twitter. You can find me at Sonny Brasfield. You can reach us that way, and we will respond to you with any questions you have about this legislation or any other issues that impact county government during the 2021 legislative session. This will conclude our very brief overview of what is a complicated issue, but a very straightforward piece of legislation. Again, you can reach us at our website or through Twitter. And thank you very much for spending a few minutes with us today. Take care.